It's happening! Netflix has bought the rights to the Narnia franchise, meaning that fans are getting a sequel to the third film after all. From brand new posters to Narnia's filming schedule, and even Tom Holland being cast in the franchise, here are all leaked pieces of information about Netflix's Narnia. As mentioned, Netflix has signed a multi-year deal with the C.S. Lewis Company to produce anything it wants from the Narnia books. This is the first time in history that a company gets all the rights for the franchise. And yes, it's a pretty big deal. C.S. Lewis wrote 7 novels in the series: The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, The Horse and His Boy, The Magician's Nephew, and The Last Battle. The books lived through several adaptations since the 1950s, but none as successful as the one from Disney. Now that another streaming giant is involved in the making, we believe the Narnia film franchise will never be the same. So far, Netflix has been pretty tight-lipped regarding news about their future Narnia projects, but we do know that Mark Gordon, Douglas Gresham, and Vincent Sieber will executive produce the new films and shows. A few years ago, a leaked press release for the Chronicles of Narnia: The Silver Chair was posted with the headline, "Crew hired for the 4th Narnia film, The Silver Chair." So a lot of fans got pretty excited about the upcoming film. This report also said that the movie would start filming in November. Thankfully, Narnia Web has discovered that this is fake news because Sony is no longer producing Narnia projects. Now, we're not saying everything in this report was fake because some pieces of information written in it were already announced. Director Joe Johnston mentioned before that he believes New Zealand is an ideal location for Narnia 4. Nevertheless, it's important to know that this report is fake and has nothing to do with Netflix's Narnia. Now, let's check other supposedly leaked pieces of information, shall we? The posters. Back when Netflix announced its big plans for the Narnia franchise, fans got pretty excited and disappointed at the same time. You see, a lot of fans are kind of scared that Netflix will actually ruin the franchise, but we'll have to wait in order to see what Netflix's intentions with Narnia are. Nevertheless, the second Netflix announced the news, fans all over the world started coming up with different theories regarding the franchise, and some of them even created pretty amazing posters for each film of Narnia. The Disney movies based on C.S. Lewis's beloved book series, The Chronicles of Narnia, were quite successful, but not successful enough for Disney to continue the story. Now that Netflix acquired the rights, we expect at least one Narnia film in 2022. But, as you can see, there will be no Narnia films this year. So, what happened? Well, we believe Netflix wants to spend more time on the creation of the franchise because Narnia 4 lives on high expectations, so they really don't want to mess things up. This didn't stop fans from creating their own posters for the franchise, though. And while a lot of people believe the posters were leaked by some of the creators, we're here to assure you that they are made by fans. Here's the beautiful poster made for The Magician's Nephew. Here's the poster for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is the most successful Disney adaptation so far. You should keep in mind that Netflix will create its own version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Here's the poster for The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. And last but not least, here's the poster for The Horse and His Boy. Narnia fan page Portal on Narnia shared these posters based on, quote, what production might look like. Do you think these posters represent Narnia well? Let us know! Casting the new Chronicles of Narnia. Tom Holland as Peter Pevensey? Mostly known as Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Tom Holland quickly became a household name in Hollywood. Nevertheless, he's been rumored to play Peter Pevensey in the Narnia franchise. Well, we're sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Holland is not cast in any Narnia project by Netflix, despite some internet sites claiming he is. Peter shows up in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and The Last Battle, and fans strongly believe Holland is fit for the character. What do you guys think? For now, there are no official pieces of information regarding the casting of Narnia. The Pevenseys will need kid and adult versions, meaning that we won't see the same cast from the Disney adaptation. Although a cameo or two from them will be fun, don't you agree? Now, because there's a lot of fake news regarding Netflix's Narnia, we've decided to go through everything that's been confirmed so far. A detailed journey. As previously mentioned, Netflix bought the rights of Narnia in 2018. So far, the streaming program has hired Matthew Aldrich to be the architect for all the live-action adaptations. Matthew is famous for his work on the popular animated film Coco. Back in 2018, the franchise's official page wrote this on their site, quote, C.S. Lewis's beloved Chronicles of Narnia stories have resonated with generations of readers around the world, said Ted Sarandos, Netflix's chief content officer. Families have fallen in love with characters like Aslan and the entire world of Narnia, and were thrilled to be their home for years to come. Douglas Gresham, C.S. Lewis's stepson, is also involved in the projects, and according to him, the advances in production and distribution technology have made it possible for them to make Narnia adventures come to life all over the world. However, it's unfortunate that there's still no official release date, nor any information regarding the filming of the franchise. But the fact that Netflix spent a lot of money in order to get the rights proves that we'll see Narnia 4 sooner or later. A lot of production companies, including Walt Disney Pictures and Walden Media, created films on specific books from the series, including The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, 2005, Prince Caspian, 2008, and The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, 2010. But as previously mentioned, this is the first time a production company enjoys all Narnia rights. One of the latest announcements Netflix has released about the franchise is that, quote, Aldrich will work across both series and film and serve as a creative architect on all projects under the deal. Netflix will probably run the franchise with a lot of creative freedom, and we're not sure how much the company will stay loyal to the books. It is, however, certain that fans want Netflix to really focus on the source material. And again, we'll have to wait to see Netflix's idea on what Narnia should look like. Now, a lot of you probably wonder which book Netflix will start adapting first. Well, here it is. Netflix Chronicles of Narnia, the starting point. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is the book Disney started the Narnia adaptation with, but The Magician's Nephew book serves as the prequel, and most fans believe Netflix will start the adaptation with The Magician's Nephew. According to Narnia Web, it makes perfect sense for Netflix to start with Magician's Nephew. If that's the case, we're going to see this kind of order. The Magician's Nephew, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Horse and His Boy, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, and The Last Battle. Sadly, 1 year ago, Douglas Gresham, who is also a Narnia producer, revealed to William O'Flaherty during 90 Seconds to Knowing C.S. Lewis that even he has no idea where Netflix stands with Narnia right now. Quote, I have not heard a word from them, Gresham said. I'm kind of getting worried myself as to whether anything's ever going to happen. He also believes the best way Netflix could start Narnia is with a series. With a movie, he says, you have an hour, maybe 2 hours maximum if you really want to stretch it, to put an entire book, an adventure storybook, into the film, and you just can't do it. Do you guys agree with Gresham? On a related note, what are your hopes for Narnia? Let us know down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.